I'm BrotherofHavok, and this is my melee fitting. In the high slots, I have 3 complex Myofibril Stimulants for my Gallente Assault suit. Do not use lower as you will not get enough damage output. I also have a 4th on my Minmatar suit, but I'll get to that later. In the low slots, I have 3 complex Kinetic Catalyzers, which I find to boost my speed sufficiently for my purposes. I also have 1 complex Cardiac Regulator, which doubles my stamina recovery rate and my stamina in general. I also have a complex Profile Dampener, which helps with the lower end suit users. The Cardiac Regulator, though, is key, as it enables you to actually run the distance you need and have the stamina to perform the melee strikes to take down the enemy. Now, I like the Gallente because of the power grid and CPU for everything that I use. That 5th low slot I primarily use for the Profile Dampener because it allows me to avoid most passive scans, all the vehicle scans, and most active scanners as well. That usually means that I can hide from the enemies and I can get around to the backsides where they're not expecting me to come from. Now, my melee fits have absolutely no armor or shield HP mods. I play to the strong points of what I believe to be a good melee fighter. Quick speed, large stamina pool, and above all else, a heavy fist. And with a sprint speed of 9.84 meters per second and a melee of 454, this suit sticks to that ideal. With my Gallente melee suit, I sometimes end up meleeing 2 to 4 times, whereas with my Minmatar suit, I generally melee 1 to 3 times. Almost never have I needed a 4th hit on the Minmatar suit. The Minmatar with the 4th high slot allows for a damage of 550, which generally will 1-hit most suits, or 2 to 3 hits for the prototype or heavy suits. For both of these, I have the exact same light weapon, sidearm, grenade, and equipment. I have the Allotek plasma cannon, the core Flaylock pistol, the Lai Dai AV Grenade, and the Viziam Flux Uplink. Of course, one of the biggest advantages of these suits are the kin cats and cardio modules that allow you to sprint the large distances really fast and have the stamina to melee anyone that pops up. The great stamina recovery is bonus too. As you can see here, I go more than 100 meters before even needing to stop, and I still have left over to melee a few times. With the plasma cannon and AV grenade, you can chase away or chase down enemy tanks. This allows you to deal with those annoying tankers and gaining extra war points in matches where vehicles are going pretty heavy and there are multiple enemies. After the vehicle is destroyed, you can of course always chase down the guy who tries to run away. I choose to save my ammo. The Flaylock, of course, is useful against infantry, but then you also have the plasma cannon and AV grenades to finish off any wounded vehicle that might be around. However, the weapons also serve to get kills at range, or close quarters, or Flaylock shots for equipment. Now, sometimes I have issues where melee isn't registered on an enemy, so sometimes the Flaylock is necessary. Of course, it is a melee suit, and sometimes you just have to have a little fun. Sometimes they don't expect you to melee, and other times, even if they see you meleeing, they can't do anything about it. Sometimes they just have bad luck. Other times, you have no HP mods, so make sure to use cover and to play smart. Attack from the sides or from behind. As I said, Sentinels often require more than 2 hits, sometimes requiring a 3rd or even a 4th shot. But if they're not paying attention, your silent melee hits can take them down considerably well. Just don't let them see you. Commandos usually take 2 hits, not 1, not 3. If you choose to use this suit, then get used to dying a lot. There are way too many disadvantages, and you can find yourself against too many groups. Sometimes you really just are out of luck and come across guys that you weren't expecting to, and you have to decide quickly whether or not to run away or stay. Sometimes you can just make a damn fool of yourself trying to melee a single guy. If you can't get the guy at first, run away and come back later. Otherwise, you'll most likely die. Be careful when chasing down vehicles. Infantry can and will spot you. Why did the chicken cross the road? He didn't. Watch out for enemy backup. Always pay attention to your surroundings when going for a target. But if you do this right, the melee suit can be really fun and highly profitable. As you can see, I got 28 kills, 6 assists, and 6 deaths, with over 3,000 war points. Thank you, this is BrotherofHavok. Enjoy.
Are we gonna be in the videos?
Possibly if you're in my squad.
Paradox 1. Have 15 players who are not in your corp.